Chair, I would like to reintroduce Mr Caulfield.
Mr Caulfield, I'll just let you know, this needs to be a question about AMP's business specifically, because that's what the meeting's about. Otherwise, I'd ask you to take your seat.
The model litigant was about AMP's business specifically, so
No, so this question I'm talking about.
Sure, and my last question was, so I'm not sure why you would give me that warning in advance.
Well, because I've seen how you operate.
I beg your pardon.
So you come to these meetings, you've got an axe to grind across the industry, and then you take up time making statements that aren't questions.
That is a disgrace. I do a lot. I'm paid nothing to do this. I've travelled down here from Queensland at my own expense. I do a lot for the industry. In fact, thank you for raising it. I wrote to Alexis George and 6 other banks some month ago. And it was designed to assist the industry because when people get scammed or hoaxed, there's no standard email address to respond to.
No, but hopefully there's phone numbers that they can ring straight away, and I'm sure...
Oh yes, and those phone numbers, there's long delays. Let me continue. And so CBA, to their credit, has hoax email addresses. Westpac has a hoax email address. And I simply asked Ms George and 7 banks to standardise it so that the public at large would know all I have to do is go hoax at AMP, hoax at CBA. Do you know of the 7 people I wrote to? The only one that dismissed me was Ms George. I've got others that have actually said, thank you, Mr Caulfield, we're going to raise it with the ABA. And so I stand here today congratulating Westpac and congratulating Commonwealth Bank for starting that. And I congratulate all the other banks for having model litigant principles. You are totally out of line with your comments. They are actually defamatory.
What? Defamatory?
Yes, about their reflections on my character.
No.
That is a disgrace to the heart. You may well turn my microphone off, but that is disgraceful.
Okay, thank you.
I worked with Alexis George at no cost to me, at no income to me, at a cost to me, to help bring in model litigant and fairness principles based on the disgusting experiences that I've had. And those experiences across different banks inform me. And I am out there to protect other customers and other shareholders and make things better across the industry.
And I'm sure that work's appreciated. I really do hope that it is appreciated because there are some, horrid cases out there. But unfortunately, Mr Caulfield, at this meeting, we're dealing with the business of AMP. And so whilst I applaud the work that you do, and I really do, I'd like to move on now with the meeting, please.
You've contradicted yourself. You talked of my axe to grind and now you've backed...
No, sorry. My point about that was this is a meeting for the business of AMP.
Which I'm discussing.
Well, all right.
What's the point of not discussing? It's not business.
Well, look, we'll agree to disagree. Thank you very much for coming down. Thank you for the work that you do, and I genuinely do say that because you are doing it on a voluntary basis. There's no doubt about that. But I really do need to get on with the meeting.
This delay was only caused by you. I'll get on with it now. Cryptocurrency.
Yep.
Cryptocurrency is not recommended by the regulators. It's not recommended by a host of people. It's a risky area of business. I'm talking about the business of AMP now.
Yep.
It's a small amount, but it's still 16 million or 20 million thereabouts. AMP should not be investing in these risky types of assets. Yes, it's applauded by Donald Trump, but I don't think that's the benchmark we should be going by. Can you tell me what your strategy with cryptocurrency is?
Well, it's actually a matter for the trustee of the super company because we don't oversee those investments, etc. in the first instance. In the second instance, it's not actually, as I understand it, an investment in cryptocurrency, but it's actually an investment in an index or that's sort of tied to the value of crypto. Personally, it's a very small amount. I guess it's a toe in the water that they've decided to take. Like you, I wouldn't hold any cryptocurrency, but this isn't cryptocurrency. It's a fund that refers to that price.
And just a final item, just in follow-up to your interactions with Dr. Schmulo, when you talked of there is equal opportunity for yourselves and ourselves to talk to, regulators or, boards and those type of things. The Minister, the Financial Services Minister, Stephen Jones, one night before the $1 million fines were going to come in for, malfeasant bankers, Anna Bligh called and said, we want to meet. And the ABA that you partly fund and you contribute to immediately agreed to turning around the $1.1 million fines for bankers, only for poor malfeasant conduct. I have asked the Financial Services Minister to meet 26 times, and he refuses to meet with me or any of our colleagues. So when you said there's an equal opportunity, there is not an equal opportunity. You can take that as a statement.
Thank you.